We sold your house for $200K. We're also going to ask you to break up with Keith. I don't own a house. Nice try, but you can't lie to me.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Helen. I'm 31 and life is tough. I got hospitalized because of a medical condition. Someone broke into my house recently, too. I just want to go home. I miss my couch.
Hi, Helen. How are you feeling today?
Hello, Susie. I've been...
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I was just asking to be nice.
Oh.
Anyways, I came here to tell you some news. We sold your house for $200K.
What? You sold my house?
Yup, we're also going to ask you to break up with Keith.
Susie told me that she ran into my parents at my house when she was grabbing some clothes for me. My parents were apologizing for the inconvenience that I was causing her.
Your parents said that they would like to punish you and that they're planning on selling your house without telling you. They provided me with everything, including a certificate of title, so I could sell your house.
Certificate of title? That's not possible. My parents can't do that.
I guess it was indeed possible. Your parents owned that house, right?
No, it wasn't.
I know it's hard to accept the fact, but then the house is already sold and there's no going back. The house had a value of $2 million. I got a 10% referral bonus for $20K cash in my pocket.
You're not making any sense right now. You should cancel what you've done if it's not already too late.
Oh, shut up. I already told you that there's no going back.
I mean, to tell you the truth, to begin with, that house...
Oh, I'm sorry. I just needed some cash to prepare myself for retirement.
It sounds like she really did sell the house. How could she do that? She deserves to be sanctioned, and I'm going to make sure she pays back for what she's done. I'm not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters!
I am so happy to have that bonus money. And since you guys don't have a house to live in, Keith will be coming back to my house, at least in the meantime. You're still hospitalized to this day, and you never know, Keith might find another woman and dump you.
You've despised me so much, huh?
Of course I did. After he married you, he prioritized you over me, and I could never stand it. And I despise you for simply looking young and beautiful. I hate you for taking my son away from me.
I kind of already knew that already. Anyways, I really think you should go back and reclaim that house.
You must be desperate. The moment that house went on the market, we had so many people inquiring. It was sold quickly.
I think you've been misunderstanding something, but I don't own a house.
Nice try, but you can't lie to me.
My mother-in-law walked out of my room as she laughed and giggled. My husband walked in shortly after to tell me that someone sold our house.
Oh boy, how could she sell our house without even telling us? Helen, I'm so sorry for what she's done. I should have known better.
She did this behind our back, so you would have never known. You have a job, and it's not like you're at home 24/7.
Should we talk to the police?
Oh, that's not necessary.
How is it not necessary? We're homeless now, and we need to do something about this.
How do I tell you this? We're technically not homeless. Besides, your mother is going to be in a living hell in less than a month from now.
What do you mean by that?
You know, that house... Thank you, Doctor, for everything you've done for me. Now, finally, I get to...
Hey, Helen, I need you to explain. I heard you didn't own that house. What's going on? I'm about to get sued by the real owners of that house.
Remember I told you that I don't own that house?
But that's not possible. Your parents said that they planned on selling the house.
I talked to my parents. They told me they haven't seen you since our wedding.
Well, that's not true. They introduced themselves to me as your parents.
Susie, I think you got scammed.
Scam?
My parents don't own that house to begin with.
Stop lying to me. How did they even have the certificate of title then? There's no way they would have it if they didn't have ownership.
In most cases, you would be right, but what if the certificate was stolen?
Stolen?
Remember? Someone broke into our house a couple weeks after Helen got hospitalized.
They broke our window to get into the house.
I know about that, but you said they didn't steal anything, did they?
They did steal something.
What?
Yep, the certificate of title was stolen at that time. I never thought someone would steal something like that, and it took us a while to realize it.
You said you sold our house, so it made us wonder why you were able to do anything like that.
We figured out that the thief stole the certificate and illegally sold the house to you, knowing that you work for real estate.
Oh my. Oh, does that mean that I ended up doing business with the thief who broke into your house to steal the certificate?
That's right. The people you bought that house from must have been land swindlers. This can get quite bad.
Land swindlers?
That's right. Land swindlers pretend to be the rightful owners of land and use online tools such as e-notaries to carry out their fraudulent activities. You would know this, right, since you work for real estate?
But that's not possible. I even checked their identities with the passports they provided. The certificate name matched the passport name. I know this because I checked.
Maybe the owner and the swindler had the same first and last name?
Oh boy. Oh, what's going to happen to me now? What do I do?
I mean, most people would probably quit their job voluntarily after causing something like this.
I can't do that. I know my husband's not going to take it well.
You sold the house just to pester us. What goes around comes back around.
You should have noticed that they were swindlers when they introduced themselves as Helen's parents. If only you'd been a little cautious, they'd probably decide not to scam you like this.
They probably knew and saw that you were trying to harass me, and you ended up getting taken advantage of.
Oh, shut up. This is a $2 million deal that we're talking about. Aren't you even worried about me?
It all happened because you sold the house without even asking.
If only you told me that you were leasing that house from someone else, I wouldn't have done what I've done.
So you do admit that this was your fault, right?
Well, that's just from your perspective.
You're not making any sense.
From my perspective, what I did wasn't anything out of the ordinary. I hate you and I want you to break up with my son as soon as possible.
Can't you even apologize?
Huh?
You wanted to pester Helen, and even if you weren't aware, you ended up becoming an accomplice of those thieves and swindlers. You're causing so much trouble to everyone.
Well, that's just because I hate Helen so much.
And that's not a valid excuse. And there's no way I'm gonna continue my parent and son relationship with you after all that you've done.
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. I don't even want to see your face anymore.
You're kidding, right?
You harassed my wife. You sold someone else's house without even asking. You're not my mother at that point.
But hold on.
If I continue having you in my life, I will never know what you might do to Helen after what you've done this time.
But, this lady.
Hey, you must be Susie, the thief.
The thief?
You sold someone's house illegally. You're a thief.
Maybe the swindlers might be the worst criminals, but I don't find you any different from those people.
But why? I got scammed.
Scammed? Why didn't you even care to talk to Helen and Keith before proceeding to sell the house then? Hello, Melanie. Hello, Alan.
Oh, hello, Helen. I'm glad to hear you fully recovered.
We're terribly sorry for what happened. We should have been more diligent since we're the ones renting that house. No apologies necessary. I heard that the house was sold illegally while you were hospitalized.
Nice to meet you. My name is Robert Yale. I'm Susie's direct supervisor.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sure you're going through a lot right now.
Well, this is all happening because our company should have been more diligent on what was going on. We would like to sincerely apologize to you for my team members' misconduct.
Well, that's right. The company should have been more diligent, and this wasn't my fault.
You better act humble, woman. You are in charge of this case, and I hope you're not expecting yourself to get away with this.
What? Are you telling me to take full liability for such a large loss? What kind of company is this? I am going to do what I can do to make you take some of the liability.
What we're going to ask from you is to legally compensate for the damage that you caused.
But it's the swindler's fault. I'm not liable.
The swindlers haven't been caught yet. The transaction was not done by the true owners, Alan and Melanie, so it's invalid. We pretty much gave away $2 million to the swindlers for free, and you pretty much ended up making yourself an accomplice.
Oh, I don't know anything. If you need someone to be liable,
Why don't you take responsibility for this? You're my boss.
Oh, I'm already one step into hell. Because I trust your work, I'm going to be relocated to a countryside branch without being given a choice. And I'll never be promoted in this company, too.
Oh boy.
Mom, because of what you've done, you're causing Mr. Yale and his family huge trouble. They're gonna have a whole different life now.
Well, what else do you have for us? It was because Helen asked me to sell that house.
There's no way anyone's gonna buy that excuse.
I'll make you buy it.
It's not like you're trying to sell lemonade on the street. There's no way. You're not gonna get away with your excuses.
But you told me that you wanted to sell the house and you asked me to handle it. I would never ask you to sell my house.
Even if that was the case, you were scammed regardless.
You're pretty much telling your clients that you were scammed, so you're asking your clients to take that responsibility.
I'll be relocated, but at least I'll keep my job. A heads up that the company plans on giving you heavier consequences. You were the cause of my relocation, and how would I even allow you to continue living your life as you pretend like nothing happened? Not only are you going to lose your job, but you're also going to pay for the damage compensation for the $2 million that you got swindled.
That's not right. That means our company's not taking liability for having an associate like me to begin with. Maybe they might take some liability, but I'd say they might be generous enough that they'll only make you compensate about 20% of the loss. Oh, but that's $400K. I already used the bonus money to buy a new house. How am I supposed to pay $400K? You'll have to sell that house. I'm not sure who's going to be willing to buy a house from you at this point, though. What? Does that mean I might not even sell it for what it's worth? That's right. Again, what goes around comes around. Oh my God. Is there anything that I could do to make my way out of this? Everyone in the industry is going to know that you got $2 million swindled, which means everyone will know that you desperately need to sell the house. People will take advantage of that. Mr. Yale, isn't there anything you can do about this?
Nothing I can do. You're going to have to face any consequences that the court will order for you, and you better be ready for it.
Oh my. What about the police? Oh, can we ask them to catch those swindlers as soon as possible?
No one knows where those guys went after they got the money. Even if the police catch them, if the money is already used, there's no way to collect it from them. Our company ultimately ends up taking all responsibilities.
Oh, then the company can protect me by taking those responsibilities.
It's not easy like that.
Our company is a huge company in the industry, and it's just $2 million that we're talking about. I'm sure they can afford the loss, right?
Just $2 million? It's a huge loss. To make it worse, you got scammed by the land swindlers. Walk in our clients' shoes. Would you ever want to buy a property from a company that gets scammed like this? That's right. The worst thing of all is that your mistake is going to hurt our company's reputation in the future.
Oh my.
The company will be filing a lawsuit against you for sure.
So, am I going to lose my job and get all my money taken away from me?
And that's what you deserve. Some of our upper management is speculating whether you might be the swindler's accomplice.
Oh, that's not true. Oh, that's not possible.
And I don't care. You better be ready to face all the consequences without anyone else's help. You deserve all these outcomes.
Mr. Yale, where are you going?
I'm gonna go pack up my belongings. You and I are no longer colleagues, so you go do whatever you want.
Oh, Mr. Yale, please help me. Oh.
Needless to say, I'm not going to help you either. I hope you're ready to take care of your own mess.
What?
I told you I don't even want to see your face.
But I'm going to have to go through a lot. Don't you feel sorry for me?
You did this to yourself. You sold the house that we were renting without even talking to us. You can't ask us to help you. I'm gonna make sure everyone in our family knows about this so they can make an educated decision on whether to help you or not.
No, don't do that. I need help.
You go live the rest of your life paying back debts all lonely by yourself.
No, Keith, you have to help me.
Helen, let's go.
Okay.
Helen, you need to forgive me. I'll say sorry, so you need to convince Keith to forgive me too.
Apologize for what purpose?
Because my life is pretty much over the moment everyone leaves me and I'm all alone, so I have no choice but to apologize.
No choice, huh?
Huh? I'm just being honest here.
Then it makes this worse. You want to apologize because you don't have a choice. I can tell that you're still absolutely shameless for what you've done.
Even as a third person, I have to say this is quite bad.
Oh, shut up. You guys stay out of this. You don't even have remorse about what you've done. Up to this point, you might need some professional help to fix yourself.
Oh, shut up. You can't say that to me.
I wonder if she's been living like this all her life.
Hey, don't leave me. Oh, no. All I ever wanted was to break off that terrible woman away from my son.
Susie screamed her lungs out on the spot while no one cared to listen or agree with her. Rumors spread and everyone knew about what she had done to us and how she was swindled. Her husband broke up with her and her families have all disowned her. She was all alone at that point. She quit her job voluntarily before she was fired. She was also liable for 20% of the company's loss. She was only able to sell her new house for half of what it's worth, and now she lives with a debt of $201,800. That's a huge debt considering the fact that she's already in her 60s. Oh, by the way, the land swindlers have been arrested thanks to the hardworking police. However, the money was gone and those guys were sentenced to imprisonment. As for Keith and I, we were able to rent a new house from Alan and Melanie. Are you sure you're okay with this after all that's happened?
All of that happened because you had to deal with some crazy people. We know it wasn't your fault.
I'm just grateful for how Alan and Melanie are being so kind and generous about it. I'm looking forward to living happily in this new home, and this time we're going to make sure we protect this house for Alan and Melanie's sake too. Trouble Busters!